And the former Man United defender Steve Bruce joined Jim White and Simon Jordan in the studio today and said England gaffer Gareth Southgate will have a headache trying to pick his midfield.
What a season this kid's had. Now Gareth's got a big, huge, great problem to have. He's got 3 number 10s, in my opinion, who are all top class. And Bellingham, of course. And you've got him, and then you've got Foden. How good are them 3?
They are fantastic. It's a nice headache for an England manager to have. But I also think with Gareth Southgate, he plays a little bit too defensive. So irrelevant of how good players are, there's always going to be 2 holders. But irrelevant of that, Cole Palmer is, without doubt, in my opinion, buy of the season. What was it, £40 million?
Yeah.
I wonder whether or not Pep's looking at this going, why have I let him go? I don't know the behind-the-scenes story as to why. My understanding is that he wanted more first-team football.
Yep.
Pep couldn't promise that, so he's like, OK, well, off you go. But he has, I mean, he's level with Erling Haaland now, right, for Golden Boot, 20 goals. Yeah. He has to start for me, for England. He has to start. And the next question is going to be, but where? I mean, the players that start for England guaranteed are Rice and Bellingham and Harry Kane, right? Mm-hmm. Does he fit into that midfield around Rice and Bellingham, just behind Harry Kane? Or, Bukayo Saka's not having the best run at the moment, right? I love Bukayo Saka. I think he plays for England. He plays above and beyond. Do you put him on the right? But for my money, he has to start in that England team. If he continues this rich reign of form, he has to start for England.
It's a tough one, that, mate, because look, taking my Chelsea hat off and the England hat on, I think Southgate will probably start the friendlies with Saka, and I think that's the right thing to do. Saka's not done anything wrong for England. He's been brilliant for England. Foden and Bellingham and Rice. So how do you want to play that? Who do you play alongside Rice? Now, Kobe Mainoo has come in. There's the talk about, is it going to be Henderson? Phillips, I think we can say for the sake of this conversation, he's not going to be part of it. So do you then move Bellingham, who is a number 10, who's been ripping up, the best player in Spain this season, arguably, right? Do you then move him to accommodate another player? This is why Southgate's paid the big bucks, mate, to get these decisions right. And I think going into these, they're 2 friendlies before we kick off.
Yep.
These are the games that he's going to have to look at. Now, Palmer is doing himself the world of good. I think he has to be on that plane. I think he's got to be in the squad.
I think that's a no-brainer.
Right. But then who misses out? Who's the one? But let's assume it's a 23-man squad. There might be a 26-man squad. That will solve a lot of problems for Southgate. Ollie Watkins is another one of those. He's had an unbelievable season as well. He might not make it because Ivan Toney might be preferred because of the way that he wants to play. Now that if you go back 6 months ago, Palmer was nowhere near the conversation, really. Yes, he was in the England squad before he made his debut, but was he really seriously in the conversation? Now, he has to be. This kid is special. This kid is special.
Let me ask you this. You've seen talented players in the Chelsea shirt. My mind instantly thinks of Eden Hazard.
Yeah. He's as close to what he's doing this season. He is dragging Chelsea almost single-handedly into a chance of European football. Single-handedly. Now, Hazard won us the title in 2015. He was the reason we won the title. He was the difference. The other man that I've ever seen come into Chelsea, perhaps, and make a huge difference by one signing was N'Golo Kante. Right? But Palmer right now is the closest thing to being a one-man team. And of course that's not the case because Chelsea... But he right now, let me tell you, this kid is special. And even though Man City didn't make a mistake at that time in selling him at the time they did, I think there might be a few people going, "Oh, we didn't know this good."
Yeah,
I
agree. Let's take some phone calls, shall we? Cernad, my eyes are so bad. I really do need glasses.
Or
I don't want them, mate. I don't. Then you're getting old. Cernad joins us. Hi, Cernad.
You all right, boys?
Yeah. How old are you, Cernad?
25. Just turned 25.
Okay. Do you wear glasses?
Nah, not yet, mate. Not yet.
For as long as you hold off, for as long as you can, all right? Because once you wear them for reading, I don't know anyone ever that just had them for reading and only ever had them for reading. They just leave them on, and before you know it, you're wearing glasses.
My dad thinks he's convincing all of us at home that it's just for reading, but I've seen him.
You
need them.
There you go. Don't have them. Yeah. Right, go on. And after that little pep talk, what would you like to say about Cole Palmer?
First of all, just a little shout out to Jason for giving me maybe my best ever highlight of watching TV in my life in 2012. I watched the penalty shootout. I watched it so I had it on TV and then I had him on a laptop. Yeah. One of the best moments ever. So just a little shout out.
Hold on. Do you not mean 2008?
2012.
What happened in 2008? Penalty shootout.
Yeah, not that one.
Oh my God.
Not that one.
Anyway, after that, mate, Palmer, I genuinely, not because I'm Chelsea, but I think he might be the best player in the world right now.
Honestly,
that might be my favourite call of a long time, maybe a month, 2 months. Not because I'm Chelsea.
Say that again. Just say it one more time.
One more time. Let's
say it again. Cole Palmer, best player.
No. Go back. Not because it's Chelsea. Go on.
Well, like I said, maybe it's because I'm Chelsea.
Oh, maybe.
James now, yeah. Best player on the planet.
He is the best player on the planet by a mile as well.
Okay.
Jason, over to you.
Okay. Look, I understand exactly the sentiment you're trying to make. No.
When's the last time you've seen anyone, except for Hazard, anyone like him that can get... Every time he gets the ball inside our half, and I'm like, oh my God, he's going to make something happen. We're going to score here. He's going to do something. He's going to do something, and we're going to score a goal. He's unreal. He's different gravy. I don't know. When we bought him, I was after all of those other 16-year-olds we bought, I was like, oh my God, here we go.
Now listen, there is no doubt this kid is special, and he's proving it now. There's a long way to go. He's even though he's 21 now, I think this was quite late for him to come into. He didn't get the chance at City. I understand why, because of the quality they've got, right?
No,
and fair play, City. He decided, I want to play more football, and I have to leave. Credit to him, and City didn't want to hold that player back. You want to move on? Fine. I think that there might be a few people at City looking at it going, right, okay. We
made a mistake because you can double it. You can double that 40 and add another 20 to it.
See, it's so difficult because I've seen players like Salah leave and De Bruyne leave Chelsea. They had to go away to another league and reinvent themselves. This kid's done it in the same league in 8 months. This kid has done what he's doing now.
This kid,
the boy Palmer. But there's still a lot more to come from this boy. But the boy Palmer,
he's the best player in the world at the moment, Jay.
Take my Chelsea hat off, yes.
No, okay. Listen, he's unbelievable.
Well, he's going to win Chelsea Player of the Year. Okay, there's no question about that. He's the chance he could well be
Golden Boot winner.
Well, young Player of the Year as well. I don't know who else is, but at the moment, Golden Boot winner.
Here's a question for you. Well, in fact, we're going in with a no Googling. I'm going to make it up.
Go on.
All right?
Oh.
Still to come on the show, we'll be joined by Darren Ben. No. Live from Germany. Easy to find out, but I can Google it and you can't.
Okay.
That's ahead of Bayern Munich against Arsenal live on talkSPORT tomorrow night. But first, it's time for no Googling. Right? Who was the last player ever to, although I don't even know if it's happened, to win Young Player and Player of the Year in the same season?
I know the answer to that.
Do you?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Okay, it's a good question, right? Because we're talking about Cole Palmer.
Yeah, I'll do that. I think it was that.
Brad Frieda, what are you talking about? I've got the answer to the no Googling question. So we were talking about how good Cole Palmer is. And I said, who's the last player to win the PFA? I think it's quite important I stress that. PFA, Young Player of the Year and Player of the Year in the same season. The answer is Gareth Bale.
Right, okay.
11 years ago.
I wasn't who I thought it was.
Others, Andy Gray, Keys and Gray, Andy Gray.
Yep.
And Richard Keys. No. And Cristiano Ronaldo. It says only ever been 3.
3, right, okay.
What were you going to say? What are you not happy about?
Well, you.
Oh, okay, fine.
Because you said that the other day, I'm listening on Virgin, very good, by the way.
Hey.
You said to me, I don't do crossovers, I don't get guests. Then you say you had Benty. Why have you not asked me?
Huh? Let's get the phone lines. What do you mean? Let's ask you.
Well, you had Benty on Virgin.
Do you want to come on? Do you want to come on this weekend? My last weekend.
No,
do you want to do it?
No, I don't know.
Thank God for that. Right, okay, let's go to the phone lines. 03717223334. We're talking about Cole Palmer. Just before the break, we spoke to an unbiased Chelsea fan.
We did.
I need to stress that. Who told us that not because he's a Chelsea fan, that Cole Palmer is the best player on the planet. Fraser is a Liverpool fan. Hi, Fraser.
Fraser.
Hey, boys.
We're great. How are you today?
Not too bad. Cole Palmer, for me, not best player in the world, but for me, it's definitely, I think, up there with Premier League player of the season. It's been integral for what Chelsea have been doing the last few weeks. I think it's got, 50% of their goals in the Premier League, goals and assists. That play, he has to be starting above Saka. If Gareth doesn't take it, it's a criminal and it's a cop-out.
Do you know what? Cole Palmer's turned out to be the player that we hoped Kai Havertz would. He scored, in 8 months, he scored the same amount of goals in the Premier League as Kai Havertz did in 3 years.
That's ridiculous.
3 seasons, yeah. He's the player that we hoped that and Kai Havertz may still turn it. He's having a reasonably good season. You know, he's nowhere near the level of Palmer, but he's having a reasonably good season. But when you look at what he's bringing to the party now, he's bringing goals. His assists, but that's another thing that needs to be looked at. The amount of chances he creates, and also the chance he creates that don't get finished because we're such an immature side. Those numbers, he could have another 6 or 7 assists on his.
Andreas is up next, an Arsenal fan. Hi, Andreas.
Hi, Andy. You well, mate?
I'm great. How are you today?
Yeah, good. Hi, Jason.
Jay, you said you were what's the matter with you?
I said hello to him.
Oh, sorry, Andreas.
No, hold on. I said hello first. It's
cut out there.
No, he didn't cut out. He just ignored you.
Did not.
So rude.
Andreas, I hope you're having a fabulous afternoon.
Too late now, Jay.
No worries, gents. Look, my opinion on it is I don't think Palmer starts over Saka. I don't think there's a chance. I think Saka's done it consistently for years. By years, 3-4 years. He's done well for England in the England shirt. He was probably, other bar the penalty miss, he was probably one of the best players at the tournament. You can't then just drop him for 3-4 months of form, in my opinion.
No,
Okay,
I think that's fair.
Can I ask him? Sorry, Andreas.
Fair, yeah.
Do you start Cole Palmer for England?
I think you'd try to.
Where would you put him?
An attacking position.
Where?
That's the problem. Then you'd have to drop Bellingham further back, and then you can't turn around and drop Bellingham for Palmer for 3-4 months of good form either. So, ideally, probably not start him. You'd want him to start as an England fan. You'd want the entertainment, and you want the full brute of the attacking force with the Palmers, the Sakas, the Fodens, the Bellinghams. But it's just not feasible. I don't think it could happen with having a good system at the same time, and that's my honest opinion.
Okay.
I think it's an unbelievable sub to have. And he can come on across the front three, obviously bar Kane, the sort of behind the striker. But I think it's more of a depth substitution. And if anyone does drop in a bit of form in the early group games, then he does come in and has a great shout for a start. But
okay, Andreas.
Sort of 3-4 games,
cheers, Andreas. Thanks very much, matey.
Thank you. Don't talk
cheers.
over him. What's the matter with you?
No.
Hey, let me ask you this: Cole Palmer, has he ever played on the left for Chelsea?
I don't recall it.
Could he play on the left for England? Because that left spot at the moment, predominantly it's Rashford's or Grealish's, maybe Foden's, but it's not nailed down as much as Saka's side is.
No, Palmer works off the right or central. That's generally
so you can't play him on the left?
I can't recall it. There might have been moments where he's out there, but generally he's off the right.
Can you play him on the left?
I would say no.
Okay.
I would say that would, no.
Right, now we've got a guest coming up. I'm going to say hello. Right. If he asks how you are, you reply to him. Okay. I mean, it's not that difficult. Okay?
Okay. Right.
Hi, Gary.
Hi guys, all right?
Yeah, good. How are you?
Yes, mate, not so bad.
Good. Jay, hold on, sorry. Jay, you asked how you...
All right, guys.
What's the matter with you? Why don't you say hello to him?
I was waiting for... All right, Gaz.
Cheers, how are you, mate?
I'm all right, matey. How's your afternoon?
Go on, Gaz.
The Cole Palmer thing, I think he's a fantastic... I'm a Newcastle fan, but looking from the outside in, from that Chelsea fan before, he's definitely not the best player in the world. He could be one of the best players in the Premiership this season, and he definitely could be the buy of the season. For me, he does have to start for England. Why not? You're picking your form players.
Where?
Has been offered for... I'd play him right.
Instead of Saka?
Absolutely. I think he's been offered for about 4 or 5 weeks now. Always looks like he's injured when he gets taken off. Not sure why he does.
Gary, let me ask you, you're a Newcastle fan. I'm a big fan of Anthony Gordon. Does he start for England? Yeah. He gets on the plane, right?
He gets on the plane, definitely, and for me, again, I'm probably sounding biased.
Is he the best player in the world?
No, Alexander Isak's the best player in the world.
He's a good player, yeah. Go on, what are you going to say about Gordon? Where does he feature in England's starting 11?
I'd play him left, mate. I'd play him left. If you could, I'd sneak him in the left-hand side. Okay. For me, this season he's been fantastic. Every time he gets it, he's a bit like Cole Palmer. Every time he gets it, you think something's going to happen here. He's going to create something. He's going to commit a defender. He's going to slide a striker in. And I'd shove Foden in one and play him alongside Rice and Jude Bellingham, and have Cole Palmer and Gordon on the wings and Harry Kane up front.
Okay, so you're playing Bellingham deeper?
Slightly deeper. Yeah. Slightly deeper.
Yeah, that's you can't get them all in, right? You can't play. You can't play 12.
What, Gordon as well? No, you can't play 12.
You can't play 12.
You not do that?
You can't play 12.
You sure about that? You know that for a fact?
You can't play 12, right? So if you're going to play Gordon, go.
No, go on, carry on.
No,
I want to hear what you got to say.
After Harvey. Let's go speak to Harvey, see how Harvey is. Harvey wants to speak to us. Go on, get to Harvey.
I'm playing. I didn't know you're producing as well now, yeah? Harvey, I've been told to come straight to you. How are you?
How we doing, gents? How we doing?
H-Dog?
You H-Dog.
I've been on before. I've been known as H on here. Look, if I'm honest, lads, I wouldn't... Anthony Gordon, I don't even think he's in the conversation to be starting, to be honest with you. I think there's an element of debate with Cole Palmer. I agree with that, but I wouldn't start him. The reason I wouldn't start him, I think he'd have more of an impact off the bench than Saka. I think Cole Palmer would have more of an impact than Saka off the bench, so I'd start Saka and then potentially bring him on after. But
why do you say? Hold on, Harvey. Why do you say that? Because for Chelsea, he starts and has an impact. So why? What makes you think off the bench is more of an impact?
Because if I'm England manager, right? Say Harvey Canning's England manager.
You are.
For me, yeah. Let's just say, look, forget Southgate, right? H is manager, right? Honestly, I am starting Saka.
Hold on, start at the beginning. H England manager. Tell me your England team for the first game. Everyone's fit. H.
Right, England team. Do you know what? Pickford. Yeah, I reckon. I know everyone talks about him and says this and says that, but he's been good. He's been good for us. He has been good.
Go on.
I'll probably get a bit of criticism here with what I'm going to do at the back. For me, Stones, right? Stones.
Where are you playing him?
He's quality. Centre half.
Okay. Pickford.
I'm going to put Pickford, and I'm going to have Stones, centre half. Right back, I'm going to have Walker.
Yeah.
I know there's obviously he's potentially going to retire after this and whatnot.
Yeah.
My only
I'll be honest with you. We're off air at 7 p.m. If you can hurry up a little bit.
I'm sorry, lads. Yeah, look, if I'm honest, I'm not sure who would part Stones. Left back, I would go with Shaw. In the centre, I'd have Declan Rice.
What, as a centre half?
No. I'm not sure who I'd put alongside Stones. It's the only one.
You're the manager.
What do you mean?
We're not sure.
We're just picking 10.
I'd have to think about it. I'd have to think.
Oh, you England manager, H.
H, you're sacked.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, you're sacked.
You've gone.
Yeah,
you've
gone.
I'm at the wheel.
No, you've
Have
gone,
you got
H.
talkSPORT breaking news? Have you got that? Have you got that stab?
H.
I think
Terrible,
you've been sacked.
terrible England manager.
Yeah.
No, I have been sacked. No, listen, and then.
talkSPORT breaking news.
Yeah, Harvey, the current manager of England, has been sacked for only picking 10 players.
He didn't know who was going to play.
I
haven't decided yet. Kick-off's in 2 minutes.
Go on. Cutthroat, this industry. If you don't know you start 11, you are no more.
talkSPORT Drive. Super opinionated sporting debate. Monday to Friday afternoon from 4 on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.